From luxurious retreats to budget-friendly lodgings, these hotels cater to both thrill-seekers and paranormal enthusiasts with their unique supernatural experiences. 1. The Stanley Hotel Estes Park, Colorado. The Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado, is renowned not only for its stunning architecture and breathtaking views of the Rocky Mountains, but also for its eerie reputation as one of the most haunted hotels in America. The hotel's paranormal activity is said to stem from its long history, dating back to its opening in 1909. Guests and staff alike have reported numerous ghostly encounters, the most famous of which include the apparition of the hotel's founder, Freelan Oscar Stanley, who is often seen wandering the property, ensuring everything is in order. His wife, Flora Stanley, is also believed to haunt the hotel, with reports of her playing the piano in the ballroom late at night, even though no one is physically present. Room 217 is perhaps the most infamous of all the haunted spots within the Stanley Hotel. It gained notoriety after Stephen King stayed there, inspiring his novel The Shining. Guests who have stayed in this room report strange occurrences, such as their belongings being mysteriously unpacked, lights turning on and off by themselves, and unexplained cold spots. Other haunted areas include the 4th floor, where the sounds of children laughing and playing are often heard, despite no children being present. The Stanley Hotel's reputation as a paranormal hotspot continues to attract ghost hunters, thrill seekers, and curious visitors from around the world. 2. The Driskill, Austin, Texas. The Driskill Hotel in Austin, Texas is steeped in history and haunted by several lingering spirits, making it one of the most paranormally active locations in the city. Among the most famous specters is that of Colonel Jesse Driskill, the hotel's founder. Guests and staff have reported seeing his apparition in various parts of the hotel, particularly near his portrait in the lobby. Often described as a tall man in a black suit and cowboy hat, his presence is sometimes accompanied by the faint smell of cigar smoke, a signature scent he was known for in life. Many believe Colonel Driskill remains at the hotel out of a deep attachment to the grand establishment he built, continuing to watch over it long after his death. Another well-known haunting at the Driskill is that of Samantha Houston, a young girl who tragically died in the hotel in 1887. Samantha, the daughter of a US senator, is said to have fallen down the grand staircase while chasing a ball. Her spirit is frequently reported by guests who have seen her playing on the staircase or heard the sound of her ball bouncing through the halls. The most eerie connection to Samantha is a painting in the hotel that bears an uncanny resemblance to her, where some visitors claim to have seen the girl's expression change or felt an inexplicable sense of sadness. These hauntings, along with numerous other reports of unexplained phenomena, have cemented the Driskills' reputation as a hotspot for ghostly encounters. 3. The Myrtles Plantation, St. Francisville, Louisiana. The Myrtles Plantation in St. Francisville, Louisiana, is often heralded as one of the most haunted homes in America, with a chilling history that dates back to 1796. The most famous ghost said to haunt the plantation is that of Chloe, a former enslaved woman who, according to legend, was involved in the deaths of 2 children. Chloe was allegedly punished by having her ear cut off and, in revenge, she baked a poisoned cake that inadvertently killed the plantation owner's daughters. Chloe was then hanged by other slaves and thrown into the Mississippi River. Her ghost is frequently seen around the property, often wearing a green turban to hide her missing ear. Visitors have reported sightings of her spirit wandering the grounds, standing near beds and even appearing in photographs. In addition to Chloe, the Myrtles Plantation is said to be home to a number of other restless spirits. The Ghost of the Mirror is one of the most famous phenomena associated with the house. A large mirror in the main hallway is believed to trap the spirits of Sarah Woodruff and her children, who were also poisoned. Guests have reported seeing handprints appear on the mirror, as well as faces and figures moving within it. The plantation is also known for its blood-stained ghost story, where a bloodstain from a murder that took place on the 17th step of the staircase is said to reappear, despite numerous attempts to clean or cover it. The combination of these spectral residents and other unexplained phenomena has made the Myrtles Plantation a magnet for paranormal investigators and curious visitors alike. 4. 1886. Crescent Hotel and Spa, Eureka Springs, Arkansas. The 1886 Crescent Hotel and Spa in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, is famously known as America's most haunted hotel, with a history steeped in tragedy and eerie occurrences. Originally built as a luxury resort in 1886, the hotel later served as a hospital under the management of Norman Baker, a quack doctor who claimed to have a cure for cancer. During his tenure, many patients tragically died, and it is believed their spirits continue to haunt the hotel. One of the most famous ghosts is that of Michael, a stonemason who fell to his death during the hotel's construction. Guests and staff have reported encountering Michael's spirit, often in room 218, where he is known to play pranks like knocking on doors, turning lights on and off, and moving furniture. The room is considered one of the most haunted in the hotel, with visitors frequently experiencing cold spots, disembodied voices, and the feeling of being watched. The Crescent Hotel is also home to several other spirits, including those of Baker's patients. The ghost of a nurse pushing a gurney is often seen in the hotel's basement, which once served as the hospital's morgue. Late at night, guests have reported hearing the creaking wheels of the gurney and the soft shuffle of footsteps, despite no one being there. Another spectral resident is Theodora, a patient who supposedly resided in room 419. Theodora is often described as a polite and orderly spirit. Guests who have stayed in room 419 have reported seeing a well-dressed woman who introduces herself as Theodora before tidying up the room and then disappearing. The lingering presence of these restless spirits, coupled with numerous accounts of unexplained phenomena, has solidified the Crescent Hotel's reputation as one of the most haunted places in America, attracting paranormal enthusiasts from around the world. 5. Hotel del Coronado, Coronado, California. Hotel del Coronado in Coronado, California, is famed not only for its luxurious accommodations, but also for its eerie paranormal activity, particularly surrounding the mysterious death of Kate Morgan. In 1892, Kate, a young woman in her mid-20s, checked into the hotel alone under a false name and was later found dead on the steps leading to the beach, an apparent suicide. However, the circumstances of her death have long been debated, fueling ghostly tales. Guests and staff alike have reported strange occurrences, especially in room 3327, where Kate is believed to have stayed. Flickering lights, sudden cold spots, and unexplained footsteps are common, and some have even claimed to see the figure of a woman in Victorian attire, believed to be Kate herself, wandering the halls. Beyond Kate's story, the Hotel del Coronado has other tales of ghostly encounters that have solidified its reputation as a haunted location. The Grand Hotel, with its iconic red turret and oceanfront views, has been the setting for numerous unexplained phenomena over the years. Some guests have reported hearing faint whispers, feeling an unseen presence, or witnessing objects moving on their own. Despite these spooky experiences, the hotel's allure only grows stronger, attracting both history enthusiasts and paranormal investigators. Whether a skeptic or a believer, visitors often leave with their own stories, adding to the enduring legend of this historic and possibly haunted hotel. 6. The Queen Mary, Long Beach, California. The Queen Mary, docked in Long Beach, California, is renowned not just for its history as a luxury liner, but also for its reputation as one of the most haunted places in the United States. The ship, which served as a troop transport during World War II, is said to be home to numerous spirits from its turbulent past. One of the most famous areas is the first-class swimming pool, where many have reported seeing the apparitions of women in vintage bathing suits. These ghostly figures are often accompanied by the sounds of splashing water and disembodied laughter, even though the pool has been dry for decades. The engine room, known as Door 13, is another hotspot for paranormal activity, where a crewman was tragically crushed to death. Visitors and staff have reported seeing his shadowy figure and hearing unexplained knocks and footsteps. Beyond these specific locations, the entire ship seems to be alive with paranormal energy. The Queen Mary's dark history as a wartime vessel and the numerous accidents and deaths that occurred on board have led to an array of ghostly sightings and eerie experiences throughout the ship. From phantom children playing in the hallways to the spirits of soldiers and sailors still roaming the decks, the ship has become a focal point for paranormal investigators. Many guests who stay overnight in the ship's hotel report strange occurrences in their rooms, such as sudden temperature drops, objects moving on their own, and the feeling of being watched. The Queen Mary's reputation as a haunted ship has only grown over the years, making it a must-visit destination for those intrigued by the supernatural. 7. Omni Parker House, Boston, Massachusetts. The Omni Parker House in Boston, Massachusetts is steeped in history and known for its luxurious charm, but it's also famous for its paranormal activity. As one of the oldest continuously operating hotels in the United States, the Parker House has seen countless notable guests and events since its opening in 1855. However, it's the spectral presence of the hotel's original owner, Harvey Parker, that has intrigued visitors for decades. Parker, who was known for his meticulous attention to detail, is said to still roam the hotel, ensuring everything is in order. Guests have reported seeing a man in period clothing resembling Parker, particularly on the 10th floor, where he is said to check in on guests and even offer help with their luggage before mysteriously vanishing. The Omni Parker house is also linked to other ghostly sightings, including those of famous literary figures who once frequented the hotel. The most famous of these is Charles Dickens, who stayed at the hotel while on a reading tour in the 19th century. It's said that his ghost still lingers in the hotel, and some guests have reported seeing his apparition or feeling his presence. The 3rd floor is particularly known for paranormal encounters, with guests reporting the sensation of cold spots, flickering lights, and the inexplicable sound of a rocking chair moving back and forth, even though there is none present. The elevator, too, seems to have a mind of its own, often stopping on the 3rd floor without being called, as if responding to a phantom guest. These ghostly happenings have turned the Omni Parker house into a beloved sight for those fascinated by the supernatural, blending the elegance of the past with an eerie, otherworldly atmosphere. 8. The Logan in New Hope, Pennsylvania. The Logan Inn in New Hope, Pennsylvania, is one of the oldest continuously operating inns in the United States, and it has garnered a reputation for its paranormal activity. Established in 1727, the inn has witnessed centuries of history, including the Revolutionary War, and its walls seem to echo with the past. Room 6, known as the most haunted room in the inn, is particularly notorious for ghostly encounters. Guests have reported seeing the apparition of a woman in colonial attire, believed to be the spirit of a former owner's mother who died in the room. Her presence is often accompanied by the scent of lavender perfume, cold spots, and the sensation of being watched. Some guests have even claimed to see her reflection in the mirror, only for her to disappear when they turn around. Beyond Room 6, the Logan Inn is filled with stories of unexplained phenomena. The tavern area, where many soldiers and travelers once gathered, is another hotspot for ghostly activity. Visitors have reported hearing disembodied voices, footsteps, and even the sound of a child crying, though no children were present. The inn's historic charm, coupled with its eerie ambience, has made it a favorite destination for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts. Whether it's the spirits of Revolutionary War soldiers, former innkeepers, or unidentified entities, the Logan Inn offers a unique and chilling experience that blurs the line between history and the supernatural. 9. The Marshall House, Savannah, Georgia. The Marshall House in Savannah, Georgia is renowned for its rich history and significant paranormal activity, making it one of the most haunted hotels in the city. Built in 1851, the hotel served various roles throughout its history, including as a hospital for Union soldiers during the Civil War and later during yellow fever epidemics. This tumultuous past has left a lingering presence, with many guests and staff reporting encounters with ghostly apparitions. One of the most commonly cited spirits is that of a Union soldier, seen wandering the halls and occasionally in guest rooms. The 4th floor, where much of the hospital activity occurred, is especially active with reports of mysterious footsteps, disembodied voices, and even faucets turning on by themselves. In addition to these spectral sightings, the Marshall House is known for its eerie atmosphere, where history seems to be ever present. Guests have reported hearing the sounds of children running and laughing in the hallways, despite no children being in the hotel at the time. Guests have experienced strange smells, such as the scent of medicinal treatments from the 19th century, wafting through the rooms. Some have even awakened to find their personal belongings mysteriously rearranged. The combination of the hotel's well-preserved historic charm and its ghostly residents makes the Marshall House a popular destination for those interested in experiencing Savannah's haunted past firsthand. 10. The Union Station Hotel, Nashville, Tennessee. The Union Station Hotel in Nashville, Tennessee is a historic landmark with a reputation for paranormal activity that has intrigued guests for years. Originally built in 1900 as a bustling train station, the hotel retains much of its original grandeur, but also some lingering spirits from its past. One of the most well-known ghost stories centers around a woman named Abigail, who is believed to have tragically died after falling onto the tracks. Her spirit is said to roam the hotel, particularly near the grand staircase and the former train platforms. Guests and staff have reported seeing a woman in early 20th century attire, who vanishes suddenly, as well as hearing unexplained cries and footsteps echoing through the halls. In addition to Abigail's presence, the Union Station Hotel has other unexplained phenomena that contribute to its haunted reputation. The eerie atmosphere of the old train station, with its towering ceilings and intricate architecture, seems to amplify the ghostly encounters. Some guests have reported strange occurrences in their rooms, such as lights flickering, objects moving on their own, and sudden temperature drops. Others have heard the sound of trains or whistles, despite the station no longer being operational. These ghostly experiences, combined with the hotel's rich history, make the Union Station Hotel a fascinating destination for those interested in the supernatural, blending Nashville's storied past with an air of mystery and intrigue. 11. The Pfister Hotel, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The Pfister Hotel in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, is not only a luxurious landmark but also a hotspot for paranormal activity, particularly among visiting professional athletes. Opened in 1893, the hotel is steeped in history, and its founder, Charles Pfister, is said to still oversee the premises in spirit form. Many guests have reported seeing his apparition, described as a distinguished older man in Victorian clothing, wandering the halls and occasionally appearing in guest rooms. Pfister's ghost is often associated with the feeling of being watched, sudden cold spots and unexplained movements of objects like luggage or clothing that seem to rearrange themselves. The hotel's ghostly reputation extends beyond the sightings of its founder. Over the years, several Major League Baseball players have reported strange and unsettling experiences while staying at the Pfister. Some athletes have claimed to hear disembodied footsteps and knocking on doors, while others have felt an eerie presence in their rooms, with lights and electronics turning on and off by themselves. These stories have become so prevalent that some players now refuse to stay at the hotel, opting for other accommodations instead. The Pfister Hotel's blend of elegance and eerie encounters has made it an intriguing destination for those curious about the paranormal, offering a unique glimpse into Milwaukee's haunted history. 12. The Roosevelt Hotel, Los Angeles, California. The Roosevelt Hotel in Los Angeles, California, is as famous for its star-studded history as it is for its paranormal activity. Opened in 1927, the hotel quickly became a Hollywood hotspot, hosting countless celebrities, including Marilyn Monroe, who lived there for 2 years. Monroe's presence is said to linger in the hotel, particularly in the suite where she once stayed. Guests have reported seeing her reflection in a full-length mirror, which was originally in her room but is now located near the elevator in the lobby. Others have felt an inexplicable cold breeze and the sense that someone is watching them when passing by this area, fueling the belief that Marilyn Monroe's spirit remains attached to the hotel. In addition to Monroe's ghost, the Roosevelt Hotel is said to host several other spectral inhabitants. The Blossom Room, where the first Academy Awards were held, is a hub of paranormal activity, with reports of shadowy figures and the sounds of applause echoing long after the room has emptied. Some guests have also claimed to encounter the ghost of actor Montgomery Clift, who stayed at the hotel while filming From Here to Eternity. Clift's spirit is often seen on the 9th floor, where he is believed to practice his trumpet, a skill he was known to work on during his stay. These eerie encounters add a layer of mystique to the Roosevelt, making it not just a historic landmark, but also one of Hollywood's most haunted locations. 13. The Omni Mount Washington Resort, Bretton Woods, New Hampshire. The Omni Mount Washington Resort in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, is renowned for its grandeur and scenic beauty, but it is also famous for its paranormal activity, particularly the ghostly presence of Carolyn Stickney, the wife of the resort's original owner, Joseph Stickney. Carolyn, who is known for her love of luxury and elegance, is believed to still reside in the hotel long after her death. Guests frequently report encounters with her spirit in room 314, which was her private suite. Visitors have described seeing a woman in Victorian attire brushing her hair or sitting at the edge of the bed, as well as the faint scent of her favorite perfume lingering in the air. Some have even heard soft, whispered conversations when no one else is around. The paranormal activity at the Omni Mount Washington Resort extends beyond Carolyn's suite. The grand hallways and opulent ballrooms are said to be haunted by other spirits, adding to the hotel's eerie atmosphere. Some guests have experienced strange occurrences such as lights flickering, doors opening and closing on their own, and cold spots in otherwise warm rooms. The sound of a piano playing in the empty ballroom and the feeling of an unseen presence watching over the guests are common reports. The resort's rich history, combined with these ghostly encounters, makes it a compelling destination for those intrigued by both luxury and the supernatural, blending the charm of a bygone era with an air of mystery. If you enjoyed this chilling exploration of haunted hotels, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more spine-tingling content. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know when we dive into the next mysterious adventure. And if you have a favorite haunted location or a spooky story of your own, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. As we wrap up our journey through these 13 haunted hotels with terrifying histories, one thing is clear. The past has a way of lingering in places where tragedy, mystery, and emotion have left their mark. What if I told you that every one of these hotels are available to book today? Would you be brave enough to stay the night in room 217 of the Stanley Hotel? What about living like a star in the Marilyn Monroe suite at the Roosevelt Hotel? If you're intrigued by the paranormal and want to experience the thrill of a haunted stay, now's your chance. Dare to click the link in the description below to reserve your room and test your nerve against the spine-chilling atmosphere that awaits you. Whether you're a ghost hunter or just curious, these haunted hotels offer a unique opportunity to encounter the supernatural firsthand. Who knows, your next vacation might come with a ghostly guest. From ghostly apparitions to unexplained noises, these hotels are not just places to rest your head, they are gateways to the unknown. So, the next time you're booking a stay, remember, some doors once opened can never be closed. Sleep tight, if you can. Terror Tour Guide.